Hello, welcome to Bart's Gaming Corner. Bart here. We're playing Pillars of Eternity, the first game. It's been a while since I played it, and if you followed the earlier videos, if you watched the earlier videos, you could see I'm a little bit rusty here and there, but don't let that spoil our fun. So, we're in the dungeon of Lord Raedric, asked by Kolsk to deal with him.
I shall.
And here. No one in the kitchen here. I don't know what we're going to do with him yet. I'm playing a paladin. Let's see, Lords of Barrenland. Okay, the upper floors of the keep. And where am I now? Raiders keep. Maybe I have to go upstairs one more time. See what's here. Dungeons. Yep. All right. Fine morning star. Find some Baratheon robes. They may help me blend in with the priests on this floor. Okay. More robes. See.
Keep an eye on.
Let's use sneak. My party. Well, I have Ignacio, my paladin, a dare, my fighter, my tank, Durance, a druid. Oh. And Alof, a wizard. Let's an old-fashioned spinning wheel, or let's see what I can find here. Oh dear. Raedric guard. I will fight him. Use its flames of devotion. Arcane assault.
I'm here.
Luckily, there are only two of them. There's a female guard.
I shall.
No. No, nothing here. Safe.
Laying low.
Sneak. My apologies, I'm in due. No, let's deal with the wizard. Oh, priest, Barrett. His holy radiance. Already. Second wind. Second wind. Got one of those left, yeah. Oh dear. Use lay on hands. That's better. Restore minor endurance. Oof, that's a tough fight, and something tells me I don't need to be here.
I shall.
Oh,
Onward!
let's lay on hands. Use second wind. Flames of devotion. Ah. They even have rogues here. I didn't see that guy, a woman.
Indeed.
Is anything here? Look, how's Domino? Well, at least a lot of stuff I can sell. No XP. Oh, F. Fiddle dee dee. Buggers. Oh. Yeah.
I fear we've lost.
Yeah. You too. Get into it. I use that one. Yeah, it's. Oof.
Indeed.
I really don't want to be here. We'll need some resting in a bit. Do you do the other thing? Where are the ropes? Party stash. That there. And here. Off. What's this? Feed. Yep. Hopefully this will work. Will they leave me alone? Oh, they do. Who's this? Priestess of Berath. Is there anything I can... Oh, no. Got your gift. I can't believe someone actually wrote down that kind of thing on parchment. Left something for you in the chapel. Careful not to go digging in the wrong skull again. Ah. Yeah, let's remember that. Pick up some more stuff. It's here.
I can do that.
And no, you can't. Acolyte in there.
I can do that. That's settled.
It's here. This frail old priest is hunched over a table surrounded by scattered scrolls and parchment, examining their contents with the aid of a thick monocle. He glances up as you approach, blinking rheumy eyes. More visitors then? You're not one of the acolytes, or the guards for that matter. His voice is a dry, quiet rasp, which makes you an intruder at the least. Kolsk put you up to this, I suppose? Yes, that would be him, sending young men to dash themselves against the keep's defenses. He shakes his head. Would that my sermons could draw such fervor. Still, you are here. What is it you want? Jacko's safe. He asked me to tell you about a carving you gave him. Edmar's eyes widen. With sudden vigor, he rushes forward to grasp your arm. Oh, thank the gods. Thank you. I did not think anyone could. That is, I feared. He shakes his head. I did not want him to meet the pale knight so soon. Nedmar pulls away, collecting himself. Here, perhaps this will serve as a reward. Pulls a large iron key from the pocket of his robe and hands it to you. This will open a door in the scriptorium, points west, and from there you can reach the chapel and Lord Raedric without encountering quite so many guards. Take this too. I have little wealth to offer, but I can give something of use. You've gained an item. Scroll of protection. I would entreat you before you go. Despite his shortcomings, Lord Raedric follows the gods with obedience, and he has Gilded Vale's best interests in mind. Maybe that, with time, he can achieve what he desires. Please consider this before you turn to violence. I thought you favor Kolsk as Lord of Raedric's hold. I favor him as he is, a man of vision. But Kolsk has a hunger in him for rule, even if to good purpose. He is not led by his faith. Still, he is my friend, and I am willing to assist Kolsk in restoring divine favor to the lands of Gilded Vale. Should Lord Raedric fall, that is. What does this key open? It's a master key. Nedmar wrings his hands as he speaks. It will not open every door, but it will permit you access to the stairs leading down into the Lord's chapel. It will also open the doors along the keep's main hall, but you will face heavy fighting if you go that way. You do not have much time. Whatever you intend, Lord Raedric will soon discover that one of his prisoners has escaped, and then you will lose the element of surprise. I need to rest. Surely you don't mean to... Nedmar shifts uncomfortably, looking out towards the hallway. Very well. Cannot ask you to brave the dungeons when you are not at your fittest. Rest here a few hours and I will ensure no one enters. Would you like to rest for 8 hours? Yes. Yep. Alright. It's here. Okay. Wrath in scripture. Wrath is the god or goddess of death. Also called Pale Knight. She isn't necessarily evil. Death is just part of life, like it is here. Yeah. Well, brother. Pardon my interruption, but I don't seem to recall seeing you before. Resolve 12. What? I don't have time to entertain your lack of perception. Off with you. I did not mean to offend, Acolyte. Please continue with your duties. The paladin turns to hurriedly move away. Ah. And that's what I like about a RPG like this. There's more way than one to resolve the situation. With burnished keys. We're gonna equip our armor again. Nope. What's this? Leather armor. You're paladin, so scale armor. Mail armor. Yeah, let's use that one. Pretty impressive. Mail. Save. Where are we on the experience front? Well, no ways to go. Crap. No, I didn't want to do that. I'm gonna save scum here. Netmar has given me something to think about. Some things to think about. Do I want to kill Lord Raedric or not? Let's hear him out at first.
Indeed.
Champion of Bareth. Paladin of Bareth. Bodyguard. Archmage. Favorite of Bareth. Archer. Yeah, that's quite fuzzy. Let him approach. Flanked by a host of guards, all of whom regard you with mute hostility, Lord Raedric the Seventh serves you from his throne, clad in ornate plate. His eyes have a hollow quality, and there's a pallor to the man's gaunt face that leaves his features showing stark against his dark and unkempt hair. There is a dagger discarded upon one stone arm of the throne. A thin crimson rivulet worms its way down from the blade and past Raedric's fingers, even as he leans forward to regard you with a piercing gaze. Hey there. Thought he'd be better looking, even with all the inbreeding. Though his face is calm, you notice Ader's hand is straying toward his weapon, as though with a mind of his own. Seems I have you to thank for the chaos spreading through my keep. I half expected some invading army.
It is unlike Kolsch to hire mercenaries, or foreigners for that matter. And you are not one of mine, so I cannot accuse you of treason.
His fingers close loosely around the pommel of the dagger as to ascertain if it's still there, and then flinch away. Perhaps he ought to have considered such tactics sooner. Made short work of my guards. His eyes narrow. They were good and loyal servants, loyal to my coin, if not to me. Deserved a better fate than you gave them.
What has my cousin promised you? Some grand reward? If he had any resources to his name, he would not covet mine. And if he had any honor in him, he would not have tried this here, now, when I have lost so much.
Kolsk is your cousin?
Oh yes, we are kin, he and I. He was raised within these walls, in fact, privy to all the privileges our family had to offer. But a greedy man always hungers after more than he receives, however bountiful. I was eldest, heir to the stewardship of our lands, and he was not.
The legacy brought chaos with it, panic and despair. Kolsk took advantage of that chaos, creating division in our ranks, luring loyal men and women to his cause. Good men, good women. Raedric's gaze goes distant for a moment, then he glances at you and his lips curls. He fled the keep in time to a hole up in the wilds beyond the village, to play at being a commoner and court favor with the people. And while he plays at conqueror, the Vale suffers, families, traders, all. I do not have enough men to guard the roads and defend us from Kolsk incursions both. My intention suffers, and so my governments, my family. Raedric breathes out through his nose. Nor can I make the effort necessary to bring about an end to this curse if we were beset at all hours by his treacherous plots. What have you lost?
Much. There is a plague among us here in Gilded Vale. The legacy is for plunder. The rest is fear, heresy, perversion. Each incident alone is but the flicker of a candle. Together, a blaze that will destroy us.
The legacy is a test of faith. It has driven many to madness. They cling to hollow promises, to dark and terrible things. Each lie permitted feeds the fire. Every whisper from preening charlatans and venom-tongued midwives, the words of false prophets, the promises of dead gods, clenches a gloved fist.
The flame consumed my Ygritte, and our child with it.
Point to the dagger. What happened there?
A just sentence.
His voice wavers, and in that moment a pang of grief crosses his face. Ygritte knew. She hid the verses from me, the tokens. She knew what I would make of them. The scattered god poisoned her against me, made her deaf to my instruction. Only when her son was born, that hollow thing, that monster, then we both knew what our crimes had wrought. Raedric turns a baleful look upon you, jaws working, face flushed, and splotchy with emotion. It could not stand. He brings up a hand suddenly towards his temple, obscuring his face. What does Kolsk know of sacrifice? He would indulge himself, let us all come, one by one, and suffer Barra's punishment, till the final soul goes to its keeping, never to return, and Gilded Vale is but a barren land. You murdered your wife? Your child? I carried out the sentence. Would you have me give her to an executioner? In a Derwit we see to her own justice. Raedric sits down and back in his throne, his knuckles wide upon the armrest. Sounds like the Starks of Winterfell. And that thing, that silent aberration, that was not alive to kill. His dark eyes narrow. Keep your recriminations, trespasser. I've done my duty. I'm not here for speeches. I came here to stop you.
Stop me from saving Gilded Vale, from doing what I must to see this curse lifted and our children restored. What purpose is there in that? No, you come to put a weaker man upon the throne for no reason but that he clamors for it, and claim it just.
All right.
You are a pawn in Kolsch's designs, and he has kept his motivations from you for a reason. I wonder if you understand what it is you do, or what you might accomplish if you were better informed. You have proven your competence in your way, and had I such an ally, we might together put an end to Gilded Vale's woes, lift the curse once and for all, and in doing so, return us to a life where such strict measures are not necessary.
I'm willing to listen. What did you have in mind? Yes, this is a difficult one. In a D&D game, I would be like a lawful good paladin. He's more lawful evil, this character. But I can understand why he did this. And Kolsk seems more very self-centered. So, I'm willing to listen. What did you have in mind?
Good. Stakes are too high for rash action. Be assured, Defiance Bay will hear of your assistance to me.
That's the capital. You are in a position to put a swift end to this rebellion. I've wasted too many resources on Kolsk, and paid the cost for it. Kill him, and I can refocus my attentions upon this blight. Between the priest and my animancer, we can determine a cure. My family will be the last to suffer for this legacy. My dear, I don't know. I think it's nice that someone's there to distract him from killing the rest of my town, even if they're not the best neighbors these days. He's doubtless tempted to ply you with lies, hoping to pull you to his side. He will permit you to approach him so that he might work upon you further, and then you will have the opportunity. I will find Kolsk and put an end to him.
Good. You will not have to look far. His camp lies in the wilds past Gilded Vale. His scouts watch the roads and warn him in advance of my forces. But you should have more luck. Deal with him, and then return here.
Okay. Oh dear. Blood still wet runs from the woman's slit throat, soaking into the bed sheets below.
We've lost the angry one.
Oh crap. Healing hands. Yeah. Oh dear. Glass gauntlets and braces offers of store light endurance 3 times per rest. Looking at that. Anything else here? What's it? Got the temple scriptorium. Ah, they know me now. Yeah, let's get back to our friend. Let's rest for a bit. I find also the chapel. If I remember correctly, there was a treasure hidden. That looks like a temple. Chapel. Hello again, I hope you can find it in you to speak with Raedric before making any decisions. Perhaps it would prove helpful in leading Gilded Vale out of the darkness and into the light of the gods. We need to rest. Yeah, okay. Oh, someone is hitting me up on Facebook. Oh yeah, here. Should have turned that off before I recorded this playthrough. There's supposed to be something here. Oh, there. Yeah. One of the skulls. Adra. Right, you can sell that. And here. Oh, this is a dungeon. Yeah, I don't have that, apparently. Okay, well, let's leave. Oh, sorry. Just exercised. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. Where can I leave? The siege platform. No. A lot of guards here. Yeah, now I can probably leave by the main entrance. Yeah, I have to go there. There and back again. Yeah, I wouldn't have a snowball's chance in hell of fighting myself through that. Especially with my current party. I have to level up and I have to get one or two extra party members. So let's do that. Try to really pick up here. Awesome. River reed. Oh, what's this? Jump to reach fast. Ah, we don't have to do that. We already got two other ways in. Now I think we're going to go to let's see, fragments of should bring. Yeah, we're going to cut Nua. And we can reach that through Black Meadow. There's some pretty scary beasts here, so be careful. Oh yeah, forest troll. Look pretty lengthy, these trolls. We don't have to use fire or acid to kill them. Yep. Take that, troll.
Of course.
Yeah. And it's the next troll. Use knockdown and use flames of devotion.
Indeed.
It's a strange place for a torture rack. And explore the rest of the map later. But first, cut new. New quest update, the old watcher. The old watcher. Enter the keep. Quite new is impressive in size, but little else. Keep is in complete disrepair, but if old Mayor Walt is still lord of this place, then I'm likely to find him within. Save. Oh. You. Kana. Just off the side of the road into Katnu stands an imposing figure, tall, thick-set Amua, clad in worn armor and peering up the outer walls of the keep. In his hand is a small piece of charcoal, and it works feverishly at taking notes upon a small scrap of paper. More than once he has to reach up to prevent his colorful cap from falling off his head as he gazes upwards. That moldy brickwork must be fascinating. The man looks over at you, blinking in surprise. His face splits in a wide and very toothy grin, and he waves the parchment in greeting.
It is. Well, not the wall itself, perhaps. The construction is very traditional. There are names scratched upon some of the bricks, just there. Workers and masons, I expect, carving a little immortality for themselves. It's a fine keep, Cadnua. 2 centuries to its name, and abandoned for nearly as long.
400 years old.
But the truly interesting part is in there, and I haven't had much luck in reaching the keep itself. I hoped to find the master of this place, a man by the name of Mayorwald, but it seems that he either holds his privacy most dear, or else has been devoured by his house guests.
I came here looking for Mayorwald as well. Truly, and perhaps we can help one another. Grounds are infested with all manner of beasts. I've never seen the like. I did not want to risk it alone, but 2 sons of Raedric together, I'm sure we could manage it. And then we can both ask our questions of Mayorwald. We're from the same region, apparently.
I seek a great treasure, you see. Not gold or silver, but the Tanvi Orator, the sacred book of our people, my friend. And it is there. Somewhere in there, at least. Beneath the keep.
Why would this Tanvi Orator be here in the Deerwood? Precisely, that's the very question, he laughs. It's a long and twisting tale, my friend, as all good chance should be. Can tell you more if you wish it in time. Well, I can use an extra pair of hands or a weapon. Apparently, what I can see, he's got a very big musket. Then let's go meet Mayorwald then.
Excellent. Lead on, my friend, and I will be at your heels. Ah, wait. Speaking of that, I ought to warn you first. Wondrous teeth, I nearly forgot. I have at times been followed. It began in Adir, and in Exomatal they attacked outright. I believe they do not wish for me to find what I am looking for.
Assassins are behind at him.
I say believe, but I have been told as much by one of my would-be assassins. I paid them little mind. Humorless swords and long robes. But it's why I bought the sword, you see. And it's only fair that you should know.
What are a few assassins between friends?
I'm glad you're not discouraged. Come then. Who knows what we will find inside?
That's the spirit. Kana. Okay. Time and tide. Question updated. Time and tide. Kana Rua, an Auma from the northern lands of Ruatai, has come to the Deerwood in search of a sacred text, the Tanfi Ora Toa, or Book of Virtues. After a long year search, he believes that he has retracked the text to a tablet within the buried ruins beneath the keep of Kawat Nua. He's eager to explore the ruins and asks me for my assistance in doing so. Until then, he seems happy enough to accompany me on my travels, though he has sheepishly admitted that this is in part due to his being pursued by his mysterious assailants. Okay. What? Oh. What does he actually do?
Following your lead.
4th level Chanter. Can use scrolls, mechanics, stealth. First level Chanter spells. Reduces damage. It's like a bard, but a very heavily armed bard. And what is here? Are his weapons? Two-handed estoc, greatsword, and a arquebus. Yeah, big. Let's say a musket from the 16th and 17th century. Is there anything else we can give him? No. Food. Oh. Cool, yeah. Let's give that to him. And potion of minor. Potion of fleet, yes. Alright. Let's save.
Of course.
Anything else here? Combo. One shattered cask still smells faintly of ale, long spilled into the dirt. If this keep has been empty for 2 centuries, there's still a smell of ale. Doubtful.
Old and dry, with cobwebs in every crack. Reminds me of Woodica. And what does the flame reveal?
Not a goddess. Looks like a stage. Is there anything here? Ooh, shadow. I really hate shadows. What can he do? Oh, level. Fit triage. The hell here have crashed upon the shields. Reduces damage reduction of enemies in the area of... Second wind. Ah, killed him. Lay on hands. And we shall all attack. That did the trick. But somewhat more easier with Kana in my party. He doesn't have the greatest of endurance, so probably shouldn't put him in the front line. But there is an upside. Elf is absolutely atrocious in melee combat, but he has got a big greatsword, like you can see here. So if someone's bothering Elf, you can use the greatsword.
I shall. I'll see what I can find.
A lot of bells. Oh, it should be the chapel. This trapdoor has been battered by the elements. Tugging on the rusted handle only produces a heavy rattling. Ew. Small flame light. Couple of small flame light. Nasty creatures, but we will prevail. So a spell I can use. Oh, I've got a little ways to go.
Hello?
You willow wisp.
Hey, down.
Ah, that was easy.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
Leave our village! We've done nothing to you! You can't do this!
He shakes his head, spitting the words at you. Listen.
This is our village, our home! The Nine Claws have lived here almost 50 generations. We were here long before your kind brought war to our lands. You can't just burn it all! Have mercy, soldier! Our warriors have all gone! You can't burn us all because of them!
He reaches out to you and opens his mouth to say something, but all that emerges is a series of violent coughs. He falls to his knees, choking on the thickening smoke. Flames overtake the vision as you back away. Nope. Ah, I'm getting better at this. One more ghost. Yes. Shadow. Idiot.
What?
An arquebus is a pretty nifty weapon. Something here. Right, hello. Yeah, this looks very cheerful. Okay, let's leave for now. Oh, not a shadow anymore.
Break out the lucky.
What?
Yeah, this time it's much easier.
Indeed.
Onward!
Yeah, take that nasty little wisps. Right, hello. There was a door here. Yep. Ah, another willow wisps.
Break out the
And goodbye. More experience. Then more. The old watcher. The keep seems abandoned. There are spirits here as we're in Gilded Vale. Creatures too. It seems I will have to explore further if I'm to find answers.
Let's see what lies this way. Clearly of a deer and make. They like their archways.
Let's see. Stash. Unique sword. I think this slash damage. Properties: reliable slaying, spirit of constitution +2. Well, -3. +5 accuracy against spirits. Okay. Can use that against ghosts. Let's use Flames of Devotion.
Following your break out the lucky.
Hey, this is a tough fight. No. Yeah, and let's gang up on you. Yeah. see.
Stiff. Ready to go for some shut-eye about, huh?
Move. Yeah, we need to rest.
Of course.
Steward, as you come to the end of the great hall, you perceive an inviting warmth radiating from a grand throne wrought out of marble. Its masterful artistry out of place amidst the castle's more practical stonework. The veiled face of a woman is carved above the throne's backing, watching over the room with hollow eyes. At your approach, you feel the warmth fluctuate as though stirring. A voice rings out from the carving, permeating the fortress through stone and air. Another watcher
in Cadnua, glowing very brightly indeed to these eyes. What strange happenstance.
Who's that speaking?
I'm sorry if I startled you. I'm afraid my manners have been slipping. I haven't had much opportunity for introductions lately. In any case, I assume you're here looking for Merewald.
Tell me more about Merewald.
He was a great man. He came here one day, young, with long hair and polished armor, and he banished the dark things that had come to lurk in this place after centuries of neglect. He could see the beauty of this place, the way it had been, so he claimed it for his own when no one else would take it. We worked together to restore it. But he began to grow distant some time ago. He never told me why. He retreated deeper and deeper into the keep, never leaving, sending servants for food, hiding himself from my sight. The restoration stopped. Now, to look at the place, you'd never know the progress we've made. In most places, it's worse than it ever was. And all I can do is watch it crumble around me.
Are you imprisoned in that throne?
Imprisoned? At times it feels that way, I suppose. But it's more that I reside here. The throne was brought up from the ruins, one of the first things they found. As a last favor to a dying woman, the Earl arranged for me to be moved into it. Audra is an accommodating vessel for a soul. Oh, it's not as confining as it seems. I can feel the whole keep from here, and all things that are tied to it. There's something about this throne and its construction. Or maybe it's something about this place.
Any idea where I can find Merewald?
I can feel his presence faintly somewhere deeper inside the keep. But he uses his gifts to confound me, and my senses are dulled while he does so. I only wish I could know his mind.
Well,
Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
okay, I think we have to go that way. Alright, let's rest. Camping is not allowed in this area. No? That's a pity. Oh.
Easy.
Treasury. Okay. You have to rest. Maybe on the outside. Oh, more shadows. Can we leave? Oh no. Won't let you this time. Oh, all right.
Starting to miss my neighbors.
Oy, 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 oy. Is there anything else here? No. Okay, let's go outside and rest there. Think we can do that. Otherwise, we have to move somewhere else. Can we rest? Yes, damage rejection.
You're a newcomer to the Deerwood as well. What do you make of it so far?
There seems to be trouble brewing. That seems to be a constant in these parts. If it isn't trouble with the Glanfafans, it's trouble amongst the Deerwoodens themselves. I find it strange that a people surrounded by enemies should tear at each other so. They're a rather refreshing bunch otherwise, I think. I've whiled away an hour or two talking to the regulars in one tavern or another, and everyone from the merchant to the servant has an opinion to share. Alright. Well, this looks a lot better. Gonna save. This is it for now. Hit the like and subscribe button if you like this kind of content, and I will see you in the next video.